Hello everyone, SP Architects here. Today I want to show you Twinmotion 2023.2 Preview 1. And finally Lumen has arrived. We have been waiting for this for too long because this is very important for architectural visualizations. Lumen calculates your real-time global illumination instantly and also calculates your reflections. You can see them instantly on your materials, as you can see here. Very nice effect. And also we have some changes, for instance pricing and some minor bugs. Of course you can read all of the new features from the website. Now our topic is we are going to create an environment with Lumen and our model created with ArchiCAD. And also if you are serious about learning ArchiCAD, you can go to my Patreon page. In the page you can download this and also my other project files, and also you can see some advanced ArchiCAD tutorials. I'm creating the tutorials in each week. That means the channel is growing larger and larger. Alright, without any further ado, let's get to the tutorial. Alright, here we are in ArchiCAD and you can see the model. I have created a tutorial for this building, but normally I will publish that video, but I've changed my mind and decided to record for a Lumen and ArchiCAD and Twinmotion tutorial. Now I'm going to export this file to Twinmotion. Let's go to Window, Files and Data Summit, and I'm going to click this export and save to the folder. Here we are in Twinmotion, and in the opening you will see a window like this, and also we have another menu here. I'm going to close this by clicking this hide navigation panel, and I will import our file into this file. I'm going to go to import and click this plus and click open. I have located the file. After that I'll click this full precision UVs and full precision normals, then click import. There we have imported our model and we are in the new version of Twinmotion. At the very first I will delete this starting base and this starting landscape, and also this starting ground. Now you see the old style of real-time global illumination. If you want to turn on the Lumen, you will click this ambience, and from the render segment we have this Lumen. If you click it, you will instantly see the reflections suddenly changed. This was previous version and this is the new version. Now I'm just going to click the details as is. Actually they are very simple. If you change this value to higher, it will be more quality, and of course opposite, one value is the cheapest quality. And also you can change the reflection settings here. As for the quality is 1. You can make this of course to 10, but your computer needs a very high VRAM. You can see it from here, this GPU RAM. If I enter here 1, you will see this GPU RAM is 36. That means now our file is faster. Alright, now let's come to our visualization and let's create some environments. To achieve a good quality rendering, I want to paint this landscape, but unfortunately I cannot directly paint these models imported from ArchiCAD. For this reason I'm going to create another landscape in the Twinmotion. Therefore I'm going to go to this vegetation, landscapes, and I'm going to use this rocky grasslands. I'll just drag and drop, and there we have our landscape. My first step will be changing some elevations. I can change the landscape height, or I can change our model's height. Changing model height elevation will be easier. Therefore, I'm going to go to this menu, click this house, and move to top. Something like this. Yeah, okay. Now I will click the landscape and click this sculpt, and I'm going to click this rise. I'll increase diameter to paint it easily. First I will get a decent height, and after that I'm gonna click this flatten and make that flat. Actually, my target is making the landscape equal with the model. We must see our landscape on this ArchiCAD mesh. We mustn't see the ArchiCAD mesh. Yeah, maybe something like this would be useful. Maybe we can use this dig. If I click shift, instantly this dig option will be activated. Now to move further, I need to assign a material for this border. If I were to assign the border material, well, it's not working. Actually, it's working. I wonder. It's not working in the path tracing, but it's working in the Lumen. Anyway, let's again click our landscape and hit the shift. And we must see our bottom of the sea. Alright, my target is receiving a transition between the water and sand, because I will paint that. Maybe we can use some smooth. Also for here, I want to see my legs, therefore I'll use this dig. And once I get a proper elevation, I'll click this flatten and make this area flat. There we go. Now let's go to assigning materials. For the sand, I want to use this Twinmotion O material, ground, nature, this wet sand to here. And for this one, we will click this paint. We will assign our material to this grass slot 1. But for that, I'll go to library, Megascan, surface, and I'll go to sand. Then download this beach sand and use it. I'll just drag and drop to grass 1. If it doesn't work like this, you can drag and drop your material to the building and hit Ctrl plus Z to go back. Now you will try once more. That time it will work. Just like this. And for this gravel part, I'm going to drag and drop this material to here and click that and paint. To get a more realistic effect, your brushed area will be higher than the sea, than the ocean. It must look as wet. Something similar to this one. We have a tiling problem here. This tiling scale is different. Let's fix that. Let's click that one. Hit the T, eye picker, and change scale. Yeah, way more better. Now we are going to change our building material. Let's go to the material, wall coverings. Let's use this plaster coating 02. I want to see the details, therefore I'm going to increase its sizes, maybe a little higher, more than normal. And for the middle, maybe we can use this chrome. And for the building, of course, let's go to glass. Let's assign clear glass. And from the tint option, let's decrease this white to gray, something like this. Yeah, our frames are too bright. Let's change their colors. Way more better. If we change opacity, we will get more reflection. Alright, now we will start placing our environment, but actually this border looks green. I didn't like the color. I'll make that more transparent style. And maybe we can give that more bump effect if we have here. Yeah, we have. You can see the caustic effects. By the way, if you see white artifacts in your model, it's about the shadow distance. This view distance, you can change this value. And also you can change this shadow bias. If I look from here, I can increase this view distance. If it doesn't work, I can change this shadow bias. As you can see, now it's correct, but I'll take close shots, therefore I'm going to use default values. This one, 1000. Alright, now I'll click this populate and click this foliage and click this paint. Then I'll go to this vegetation, trees, and I want to assign some pine. Once we assigned, we can start to paint. If you are not satisfied for the density of your forest, but you cannot increase density from these settings, instead of that, you need to create another painted vegetation and brush once more. And also another tip for you, if you think all of the trees are same height, to fix that you will drop another tree and change its age. Just like this. Now I'm going to create another painted vegetation. And I'll change one of them age, then paint. As you can see, now it's way more better. But if you shot a render from this view, you will see dead mountains between the trees. To avoid that, you can create another vegetation style, and this time you can use the bushes and you can fulfill the space between the trees. Let's paint. Yeah, way more better. Now this time we are going to place some objects. Let's go to vegetation once more, click rocks, and let's just place rocks randomly. Something like this. And also do not forget to place some mega scan objects. From the nature, we have rock here too. Click the beach and we have very nice rock styles here. I want to use this beach rock formation and change its scale, something like this, and place it into the sea. What we have here, maybe to here, or maybe inside the sea. I think it's too bright. Let's use eyedrop and change luminosity and make it darker. Now it's way more better. Then I want to add some mountain under the nature. Let's go to rock again, click cliff and download this gigantic sandstone and place. Let's duplicate and move to here. There you go. Now it's time to placing some decals from the Megascan, decals, Decoupage, and Tileable. Let's use this style and change its size and place here. Yeah, now we see it. To change the size, you will use this menu. The transform options does not work. If you click these details, you can change the length also to match the width of your model. And of course, we have opacity. And duplicate to this face. Now let's try debris, dirt, and let's try this debris. Maybe here. And copy to here. Actually, they are not visible, but anyway, we've learned how to place it. Now, I want to add some models from the Sketchfab. If we input here beach, we will see some useful models. For instance, this old pier. Let's drag and drop here, and its scale is too much high. Let's hit the 9 and see this transformation gizmo and input here 0.1 and one more time. Once we achieved, we can rotate it, or actually it's not flat. To make it flat, I'll hit the shift and click this flat part of the building. Now as you can see, it's completely flat, and I'll place it into the beach. Maybe we should increase its size a little bit. Yeah, way more better. Now we are in the lighting stage. As for the lighting, we have new very useful effect coming with the version 0.2, which is this local exposure. First, you will change your main exposure, and you will activate this local exposure. With that, you can change shadows. As you can see, now it's only affect the shadows. You can look here, or you can decrease the highlight. I'll change our camera field of view and get a proper shot from here. Maybe we can activate this parallel. And from the media, we can shot. After that, we will go to this HDRI environment and click enable. Click backdrop HDRI and click here, click go to library. Since it was typed in here beach, we will only see this beach HDRIs from this menu. Let's try this one. We will just drag and drop and change intensity. Our problem is HDRI position is not true. We will fix it. To do it, we will click this camera and increase its size. Just like this. After that, you can rotate it according to your camera position. Something like this. If you are not satisfied with your sun position, you can deactivate this log sun to HDRI and you can change your sun position. Maybe 200, 2000 or 4000, 3000. Yeah, way more better. Sun size is important for the shadows. If you want to change the sun position, sun looking direction, you will go to this location and change this slider. Maybe for the environment effect, we can increase the fog value. It was under the weather. This height fog. If we increase that, I want to see that in front of that mountain, but I don't want to cover that. I don't want to cover our building. Just like this. Now, as for the final step, I'll go to this FX and change saturation and give some contrast. And now we are ready to render. Of course, before rendering, I'll go to this render and change scene detail. You can maximum make this 4. If you want to get higher level, you can change this value directly from your keyboard. I'll input here 8. And for the reflection, I'll make this 5. Now this is ready to render. Before that, I'll also create a video shot before rendering. I'll go to this video and from here, let's hit the plus and to here. I don't want to see, it's very big. Click that plus. Let's preview with this icon. Yeah, way more better. Yeah, that's all. Let's render it. Let's go to export and click this image. I want to make it JPEG and video, of course. And under the window, we will click this start export. Alright guys, that was all it for this tutorial. This was how you can create stunning environment with ArchiCAD Twinmotion and Lumen. I hope you have enjoyed with the tutorial. If so, please hit the like button. Do not forget to subscribe. If you have any questions, suggestions, please leave the comment in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. Until next time, have a nice day. Bye.